You drink coffee to wake up, but 2 hours later, you crash. You feel tired, irritable, and maybe even hungrier than before. That is because coffee borrows energy from tomorrow. It does not create it today. When you drink coffee, the caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in your brain. Adenosine is the chemical that tells you you are tired. Coffee does not remove the tiredness. It just hides it. Once the caffeine wears off, all that built-up adenosine rushes back in, hitting you with a wave of exhaustion. Educational only, not medical advice. Today, I am sharing 3 teas that give you steady laser-focus energy without the jitters, backed by biochemistry. I will show you how to hack your morning routine to extend your energy curve from 90 minutes to 4 hours, and the green powder mistake that might be wasting your money. Number 3 on this list is a South American secret that has the strength of coffee but the nutritional profile of a salad. I will also show you a creamer swap that turns your tea into a brain-fueling latte. If you hate the 2 p.m. slump, this video is for you. Number 1 is matcha. You might think, is not matcha just green tea? Technically, yes, but nutritionally, they are worlds apart. When you steep regular green tea bag, you are only infusing about 10% of the nutrients into the water. You throw the rest away with the bag. With matcha, you are drinking the entire leafstone ground into a fine powder. Research suggests that 1 cup of matcha has the antioxidant equivalent of roughly 10 cups of brewed green tea. A famous study published in the Journal of Chromatography found that matcha contains up to 137 times more EGCG than a standard low-quality green tea. EGCG is a compound linked to boosting metabolism and fighting cellular damage. But the real reason we drink it for energy is the alpha wave effect. Matcha contains a high concentration of an amino acid called l-theanine. Coffee is high in caffeine, but has 0 l-theanine. This is why coffee makes you jittery. It stimulates the fight or flight response. Matcha contains caffeine, yes, but the l-theanine crosses the blood-brain barrier and increases alpha brainwaves. These are the same brainwaves you experience during deep meditation or when you're in a flow state. This combination creates a state called calm alertness. You are awake, your focus is sharp, but your heart is not racing and your hands are not shaking. It is sustainable energy that lasts for 4 to 6 hours compared to the 1 to 2 hour spike you get from espresso. Matcha is powerful. But if you want energy without any caffeine, because you are sensitive or have high blood pressure, you need this next route. Number 2 is ginger lemon tea. Sometimes you are not tired. You are just stagnant. Your blood is not moving efficiently, and your digestion is sluggish. In a study on cognitive function, dried ginger was shown to improve reaction time and working memory in middle-aged women. How? By reducing oxidative stress and inflammation. But the immediate wake-up call comes from its spiciness. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shogols. When you drink warm ginger tea, it induces a mild thermogenic effect. It slightly raises your body temperature and stimulates blood flow to the brain and extremities. If you wake up with cold hands and feet or a heavy head, this is your solution. Furthermore, ginger supports gastric emptying. If your breakfast sits in your stomach too long, your body diverts energy to digestion, making you feel a food coma. Ginger helps move things along, keeping your energy available for your brain. Combine this with lemon. The scent of lemon alone stimulates the olfactory nerve, which has a direct link to the brain's arousal center. It literally tells your brain to wake up. It contains 0 milligrams of caffeine. This is perfect if you are drinking this later in the morning, or if you are trying to reset your circadian rhythm. Slice fresh ginger about 2 inches, squeeze half a lemon, and add hot water. It is a wake-up call for your metabolism. But for those who really miss the kick of strong coffee, I have the ultimate alternative coming up at number 3. But first, a warning about the trap in the grocery store aisle. Stop buying energy teas in cans. If you look at the label, you will often see 150 to 200 milligrams of synthetic caffeine powder mixed with sucralose or aspartame. These artificial sweeteners can trick your brain into expecting sugar, which may trigger an insulin response even without glucose. This leads to a blood sugar crash later, leaving you more tired than when you started. They can also disrupt your gut microbiome, which is where 90% of your serotonin, your happy hormone, is produced. Here is the surprising swap to supercharge your tea. Instead of chemical sweeteners, add a teaspoon of MCT oil or pure coconut oil to your tea. Why add fat to tea? Caffeine is water-soluble. It hits your bloodstream fast. By adding a healthy fat, you create a buffer in your stomach. This slows down the absorption of caffeine. Instead of a vertical spike and a vertical drop, you get a gentle curve. Plus MCTs. Medium-chain triglycerides are unique. They bypass the normal digestion process and go straight to the liver, where they can be turned into ketones. Ketones are a highly efficient fuel source for the brain, so you get energy from the caffeine and energy from the fat. And finally, number 3 is yerba mate. This is the national drink of countries like Argentina and Uruguay, often called the drink of the gods. Yerba mate contains about 80 to 85 milligrams of caffeine per cup. For context, a cup of green tea has about 30, and a cup of coffee has about 95. So it sits right in the sweet spot. But yerba mate is unique because it is an adaptogen. It contains a powerhouse triad: caffeine, theobromine, and theophylline. Theobromine is the same feel-good compound found in dark chocolate. It acts as a vasodilator. It relaxes your blood vessels. This improves blood flow, counteracting the vasoconstriction that caffeine usually causes. This helps explain why yerba mate drinkers rarely report the jitters associated with coffee. Nutritionally, it is a beast. It contains vitamins and minerals and 15 amino acids. It has more antioxidants than green tea. It is like drinking a multivitamin that wakes you up. Studies have also linked yerba mate to improved fat oxidation during exercise. This means if you drink it before a morning walk or workout, your body may be more efficient at burning fat for fuel. It tastes earthy, grassy, and slightly bitter. If you struggle to quit coffee because you miss the ritual and the bold flavor, yerba mate is your bridge. But how do you ensure you are buying the good stuff? My easy grocery rule is the color test. This applies specifically to matcha and green tea. Chlorophyll is the molecule that gives plants their green color. It is highly sensitive to oxygen and light. When you buy matcha, look at the powder. If it is a vibrant electric neon green, that means it was shade-grown correctly and sealed to protect the antioxidants. It is high in l-theanine and chlorophyll. If it looks dull olive yellowish or brownish green, it has oxidized. The l-theanine has broken down. It will taste bitter like hay, and it will not give you that smooth alpha wave energy. Put it back. You want the bright green stuff. Let us summarize your new morning plan. If you need heavy mental focus for work, drink matcha. Aim for 1 to 2 grams of powder. Add a splash of coconut milk to slow absorption. If you need physical energy or are transitioning off coffee, drink yerba mate. It gives you the kick without the crash. If you want a caffeine-free wake-up or have digestion issues, drink ginger lemon. Try swapping just 1 coffee cup this week. Just 1. Listen to your body. Notice if you feel less anxious at 11 a.m. Notice if you sleep better at night. Safety note: yerba mate and matcha do contain significant caffeine. If you are pregnant, nursing, or have high blood pressure, please limit your intake and stick to the ginger lemon option. Energy is not just about what you drink. It is about what you eat with it. If you want to know which breakfast foods stop bloating and keep you full until lunch, I have a complete guide on that right here.